your insight.
We are still covering the rerun rounds of the House of Representatives elections 2025 with our dear guest, Dr. Milad Momtaz, researcher in political affairs. Good evening.
Good evening.
So, Dr. Milad, how do you see the rerun rounds, and how do you see to what extent this reflects Egypt's commitment to strengthening democratic institutions and ensuring a smooth and stable electoral process?
Actually, there is much to be said about this, but of course we have so many highlights. But one of the most important highlights in my mind is transparency.
Yes.
This is very crucial, and this is one of the main cores or one of the main pillars of democracy. If you want to make sure to run the whole business of democracy the right way, you have to have transparency. And this is what we have been observing very closely for the last couple of weeks now. And maybe some people, they take it lightly, the issue of transparency, but when we consider the fact that whatever kind of violation that, being taken very seriously and against the specific measures, because there is, the judicial oversight of the whole process. And this is that kind of supervision is very, very crucial.
And announcing the numbers of violations committed so that people will know every single detail about that.
Yeah, and every complaint has been dealt very thoroughly. It's not about, okay, someone would complain and they would forget about it. No, everyone, every, I would say, slight complaint, everything has been dealt very accurately and very seriously as well. And this has to to do with transparency, as we're saying. And transparency, by the way, it has to do with trust, public trust. Because if there is transparency, public itself would trust the whole process and would feel that the process is on the right track and actually it's being run the right way. And this kind of public trust is another core and very fundamental thing. Because people need to trust the whole thing, need to see the right way.
Participate willingly. Yes.
Exactly. So the participation, and this is something else I'd like actually to thank you for this kind of word. The participation. So participation is not that simple, despite the fact that, again, it's a mere word, but I find it's much more deeper than this. Why? It's a constitutional duty. I get it. So on paper, in the Constitution, yeah, the Constitution highlights
at the same time.
But it is a national right, not only a duty. People who would see it only as a duty, I don't think that they are right on this. Yes. Because basically it's your right. We were talking about this, that's what, voice your opinion. You have an opinion, agreeing or disagreeing, go ahead and do it. Do it the right way, do it in a democratic way, at a polling station, go and have a say. Having a say is I think, is the most important thing. So transparency, once again, democracy, once again, the whole thing, participation is very crucial. The judicial effort, and this is something else that has to be highlighted. They take, I would say that, okay, so deep of credit, all judges and all actually judicial officials who participated in the whole process.
It's just mentioned by Councillor.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm talking about, okay, that maybe, again, okay, this is very, serious. People maybe would go and cast vote, but they don't actually get the whole picture. We need to get the whole picture.
Yes. So who is the ideal candidate for the voter, in your opinion?
Politically speaking, I kind of have my own reservation about the best or ideal, because it's about the most qualified. We said before, that word I think is very accurate.
Does the voter need from his candidate?
Exactly. That's it. What we need, first of all, as I said earlier, is public trust.
Yes.
I need to trust that candidate.
Yes.
And by the way, that's not that simple. Because someone would say that I want to be a candidate, I want to be a representative. By the way, it's not as simple as it seems to be, by the way. Okay, because being a representative means that, first of all, okay, do you know about the main issue that people are facing on the constituency? Do you know about the people and what their needs, their wants, okay, the issues they are facing, the challenges, okay, and I think most importantly the aspirations, not only the persistent issues and challenges, it's about the aspirations, it's about the future. By the way, let's say I'm a candidate, as a candidate, it's not only about seeing, the challenges or the issues. It's about the future. Okay, it's about, okay, what would I see, what would I do, okay, to make it better, to better off the life of those people. So this is something that's very important. And this has to be, I think, linked to something that's about far-sightedness. Egypt, okay, and I think Mr. President has been talking about that, I think, like since 2013, 2014. It's about Egypt, the vision of Egypt is like 2030. By the way, this parliament has to do with the achieving of this kind of vision of 2030. So those candidates, are they qualified enough to do this? I think that's a major question.
Thank you so much, Dr. Milad Momtaz, a researcher in political affairs, and thank you so much, dear viewers, for watching.